PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.
Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the laggies.
That's $20, sir.
Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the laggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
And we welcome you to Carl Wooten Field here at Anchor D Stadium on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Welcome to no man's land. The Texas College Steers have come to town to take on your Aggies from OPSU. We are getting ready for the opening coin toss as both teams, as their captains will get ready to meet at midfield for this coin toss. So Aggie captains will head out there. Number 52, he's a 6', 305-pound junior from McIntyre, Georgia, Tracy Todd. Also number 2, Jordan Hunter from Jackson, Mississippi, 6'2", 220-pound senior. Number 25, Daquan Charles out of New Orleans. He's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. And also Jordan Hunter out of Jackson, Mississippi, number 2, 6'2", 220. Looks like Texas College has won the coin toss, and they've decided to defer. Panhandle has decided to receive. So Texas College will kick off. From our advantage will be right to left. So the Aggies will get ready to receive the opening kickoff. One of the more recent Aggie Hall of Fame inductees was there for the coin toss. Greg Pinkerton, as he was just inducted, I believe, this week into the Panhandle State Aggie Hall of Fame. The Aggies will take the field. Back deep for the Aggies will be number 5, Jalen Partita. He's a 5'10", 180-pound sophomore from El Paso. Also, number 9, Zamaria Fountain, a 5'10", 150-pound sophomore from Macomb, Mississippi. We do not have a roster for Texas College, so Won't be able to give you any names there tonight. Some of the Aggie offense that will be taking the field, a quarterback, a 5'11", 196-pound sophomore from Greenville, Texas, number 1, Brandon Stevens. Starting running back, a 5'6", 160-pound sophomore from Aubrey, Texas. One of the up men catches the ball at the 30, up to the 35, trying to find a gap, following his blockers up past the 40, the 45, the 50, but yellow laundry on the field as they mark him down right at the 50-yard line. We'll see what the call is, most likely in the area of holding. Oh, and it was a hit below the knees on Texas College. That's going to be a big penalty forward for the Aggies, so they'll start in steer territory. So add the penalty on to the great return, and the Aggies will start 1st and 10 at the steer 35-yard line. So Aggies' other starters at wide receiver, number 16, Rhea Catino. And here's Stevens in the shotgun, man in motion. Flip outside, caught. And it falls forward to about the 28-yard line, so a gain of about 3.
3-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 7.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Aggies. Also at receiver, number 9, Zamaria Fountain, who's one of the return men earlier. Number 5, Jalen Partita. Number 7, Jay Shone Brown, a senior of that group out of Jackson, Mississippi. Back to pass again, out in the flat, ball knocked down, incomplete pass. That'll make it 3rd down and about 7 to go. Starting line for the Aggies, number 58, Callum Anchondo at left tackle. At left guard, number 56, Parker Mathis. At center, number 52, Tracy Todd. At right guard, number 69, Gabrielle Chalenza. And at right tackle, number 55, Nicholas Kim. So 3rd down, 8, 3 split to the near side, 1 to the top side. That's going to be a 5 yards on the Aggies, it looks like, as looks like the offensive line moved a little bit early. So Aggies, unless they can get a big play here on 3rd down, and may have been the defense drawing, and it is on the defense. That may have been a, like trying to simulate a snap count with the sound. So that does make it a little easier. Aggies now looking at a 3rd and 2 from the 27. Fakes a handoff, throws it out wide. Receiver looking to block. Looked like he wanted to get that to Brown, but Brown was busy blocking the defensive back. So that's incomplete, 4th down. Aggies here trying not to squander really good field position. Starting at the 35-yard line of Texas College. Flip outside, caught, 1st down, brought down at about the 15-yard line. And that looks like that was Jalen Partita on the catch. So 1st and 10 for the Aggies right at the 15-yard line. They'll line up quickly. Handoff, finds a gap in the middle, avoids the first tackler, down inside the 10-yard line. So a nice 1st down gain makes it 2nd down at about 3 yards to go. Ball at the 8-yard line. Handoff again, trying to stretch from outside. And it's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage, possibly back a yard. So that'll make it 3rd down. D. Gafford. So D. Gafford with back-to-back carries there. Two splits to each side. Gafford to the left of Stevens, man in motion. Fakes a handoff, quarterback keeper back to the right, falls down at about the 10-yard line. He's going to be very close to the first down. He just pinned on the spot. It's a first down, first and goal for the Aggies from the 5-yard line.
First down and goal for the Aggies.
Number 80, Jesus Rodriguez comes in as one of the as an H-back in the backfield. His second time in the game. Trips to the top side. Back out in motion. Catches it out in the flat. Looking for a gap. Goes wide. He's going to reach the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. So the Aggies take advantage of great field position. And put points on the board on their first drive of the game. Lining up to kick the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 12:07 left to play here in the first quarter, the Aggies strike first, leading 7-0 over Texas College.
Let's make some noise!
So kicking off for the Aggies will be number 65, Javier Senesio. He's a 5'10", 165-pound freshman from nearby Guyman, Oklahoma. He's also their punter and field goal kicker as well. Handles all the kicking duties. Here's the approach and the kick. End over end kick. Caught at about the 10-yard line. Up to the 15, the 20. Breaks it outside to the near side. Up past the 30-yard line and steps out of bounds. And looks like they'll mark him out right at the 34-yard line. So that's where the Steers will take it. 1st and 10.
First down, Texas College.
Talked to head coach Bob Majeski before the game. Talked a little bit about the keys to the game. He said the main thing was not beating themselves, not turning the ball over, not getting too many penalties, and to relax and just play the next play and enjoy playing the game as well. Aggies doing that early on, leading 7-0. Throw over the middle, incomplete pass, threw it behind his receiver. Two defenders trailed him, but he did have some space in front of him if the pass would have been on target. Coach Majeski said about this Steers offense that they have very good skill position players. Says, and it really all starts with their quarterback who moves really well in the pocket, not necessarily a runner, but with limited mobility, able to just move himself around and make sure he's able to get passes off. Throws one out in the flat, caught, and dragged out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Tackle is made by number 4, Jaquavian Daniels, one of the leaders in the defensive backfield for the Aggies, as this is his senior season. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Aggies going to see if they can force a 3-and-out here. 2 split to the top side, 1 inside. Throws it out in the flat, no good. Hard hit out there as well. May have dislodged it even if he was able to hold on to it initially. That'll make it 4th down. We'll see if the Steers will go for it. You know, they're right there at their own 40-yard line. So we don't know a ton about this team. Their quarterback does stay on the field, but for all we know, he could be their punter as well. Of course, some teams that play out of the shotgun, you'll see a quarterback come out there and then simply take a step or 2 back and decide to punt out of that with no return man. Ball bobbles it. It's on the ground. Going to have to fall on it. Aggies are going to have it in Steer territory again, this time at the 43-yard line with 11:17 to play. So the Aggies with an opportunity to try to take advantage of great field position once again. Aggies overloaded pistol to the right. Back to pass. Got a guy off sides. They'll go deep down the sideline. Up for the catch. It's caught down at the 2-yard line. And it looks like he may be injured. I believe he's still down, but what a catch. Matt, what number? Is it Ray Catino? Catino Ray on the catch, injured on the field. Just a fantastic catch as he went up over 2 Texas Steer defenders. We'll take a short break now. 11:09 to play here in the first quarter. Aggies leading 7-0.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost. No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
Ray just now to his feet, so good to see him up. He went pretty high up, so that was quite a drop back to the ground. Like I said, he skied right over the top of 2 defenders to make that catch. Just a fantastic catch, but kind of paid the price for it. But the Aggies are going to have it 1st and goal. I believe it'll be right at the 3. Looks like they've marked it down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 2-yard line. Aggies threatening to score a 2nd time already here in the first 5 minutes of the game. So Stevens back out on the field at quarterback. He'll line up, shotgun formation, back to his left, 2 splits to each side. Actually, just 1 to the top side. Tight formation. They do have a tight end to the right. Ball on the ground. He'll just have to fall on that. Back at about the 6-yard line. The Aggies will have to hope that doesn't cost them. 2nd down. Coach Majeski said about this Steer defense, said they play very hard, and he said they are gap sound. They really know their assignments well, and really you're going to have to execute well and physically defeat them to beat them with your offense. Throw back to Partita, throws it forward, caught, touchdown, the double pass as he threw it ahead to Jayshon Brown, who was wide open. Beautiful play design. Partita with the touchdown pass. Aggies on the board for the second time already. Not even 5 minutes into this one, and the Aggies are up by double digits already. Senesio ready for the kick. Partita puts it down. Kick is up, and it is good. 10:01 left to play in the first quarter. It's Panhandle State 14, Texas College 0.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.
Senesio sets the ball on the tee. Ready to kick off again. Here's the approach and the kick. Aggies are going to be called for offsides there. Ball will bound down to the 1 yard line. Picked up, grabbed there, gets outside to the 10, 15. Or he's finally brought down near the 20. Another flag on the play, though. So we may have offsetting penalties. We'll have to see. And it looks like the penalties will be offsetting, so the Aggies will be kicking off again.
Texas College has elected for the Aggies to kick the ball again.
I think they were offsetting penalties. Yeah, because they threw one down there, yeah. Yeah, I know it sucks right here. We'll be like Forrest and Bubba. We'll help each other out. So Senesio sits the ball on the tee at the 35-yard line, as we'll just act like that one never happened. Ball came off. We do have a pretty steady wind out here today, so you may have to have somebody come out and hold it. They'll let him have one more opportunity to see if it stays on. Wind blowing, well, actually right now out here 15 miles per hour. Of course, in the Panhandle, that's out here in no man's land. That's not much wind at all, but we've had some higher gusts as well. So here's the approach from Senesio. And the kick, end over end kick, will be caught at the 10-yard line, up to the 20. Tries to break on the top side, 25-yard line, held on, drugged down just past there at about the 27-yard line. Ed Wilder, number 29, I believe, made that tackle. Actually, that's number 28, Andrea Costanzi. Actually, a foreign player from Florence, Italy, 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, defensive back. You know, the Aggies have a lot of international flavor on their football teams, but I didn't know they had it on their football team. As have a player from Florence, Italy, of all places. Back, hand off to the small running back. Finds a hole in the gap. Then he's going to be turned back, still on his feet, though, as the scrum trying to stop his forward progress. Tough little scat back to bring down because his center of gravity is so low. Kind of pick your K-State running back there to measure him against. You know, Darren Sproles, kind of guy real short, but big, strong legs. Back to pass, lets one go down the sideline, got a man out there, bobbles it, brings it in. He's in Aggie territory all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the Steers' first trip into the Aggies territory.
First down, Texas College from the Aggie 26-yard
First and 10. Handoff up the middle. Oh, met in the hole there after a short gain. That was Alex Holguin, the outside linebackers from the Aggies, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore from El Paso, Texas, with the hard hit. Second down, 8 yards to go. Pass out in the flat and dropped quickly, kind of stumbled. Aggie DB's there to make the stop. That was Jaden Combs, number 26, in on the tackle. 5'11", 170-pound sophomore from Amarillo, Texas. Back to pass again, under pressure, lets one go to the corner and knocked away at the last second. Beautiful defensive play there by Jaquavian Daniels, the senior from Terrell, Texas. Makes a great play on that ball. That's going to make it fourth down at about 12 yards to go. Don't know much about the Steers. Doesn't look like they're going to try to kick it, so probably don't have much as far as a field goal kicker, as far as distance. Their offense will stay on the field. Back to pass. Under pressure, lets one go to the flat. Nobody there. Incomplete pass. Ball turned over on downs. Back to the Aggies. First and 10 with 7:35 left here in the first quarter. Already leading 14-0. Aggie offense back out on the field. Two splits to the near side, one to the far side. H back in motion. Back to pass. Stevens lets it go. Wide receiver screen. He's got room to run up past the 40-yard line to the 43. Acosta with the catch there. First and 10 for the Aggies from their 42-yard line. Pistol formation. Power back to the left. Handoff up the middle. Breaks it to the near side. Falls forward past the 45-yard line to the 46. As the ball carrier once again for the Aggies, number 30, D. Gafford. Second down, 6 yards to go. And got the defense to move. They blew the play dead. And it will be on the nose tackle. He made contact, and of course they've made that now. It used to be unabated to the quarterback, but now really any kind of contact you make, they're going to go ahead and blow the play dead. So free 5 yards for the Aggies, as it'll be second down and 1 yard to go. A lot of times right here from midfield, an opportunity to maybe take a deep shot here on 2nd and 1. See if they can get another quick score up on the board. Fakes a handoff, short pass, and throws it behind the receiver. And Kobe Hill, the tight end, was blown up on that one as Stevens' pass was a little behind and kind of put his receiver in a dangerous spot. So he'll head out of the game. Fountain returns. So 3rd down and 1. Quarterback keeper on the read option, up past the 40 and brought down at the 36-yard line in steer territory. 1st and 10 Aggies. Nice read there by Stevens. Kept it, big gain, 1st down.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
So 2 splits to each side for the Aggies. Gafford to the right. Handoff straight up the middle. And can't get past the first man. Second man there to help him be brought down, but he's met pretty quickly. It'll be 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Number 41, Quincy Jones, freshman running back, comes into the game. Out of Houston, Texas. Trips to the near side, single receiver up top. Pistol formation out of the backfield. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle. He's got an opening, but that one's quickly closed up. Geeks his way to the 30-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 3 yards to go. 4.5 left to play here, first quarter. Aggies already leading 14-0. Big rotation in the running back position for the Aggies. Number 45, Avion Ruffin, back in the game. 2 on each side. Man in motion. Flips it out to him at the 30. Tries to hurdle a defender. Gets near the 25-yard line. Looks like he'll have enough for the 1st down, and he does, as they bring him down at the 26-yard line, as that was Fountain again on the catch. They'll call that a rush because he was behind the line of scrimmage. Trips to the top side. And Aggies receiver moves, as that was Fountain on that one. So it'll be 1st and 15 as they'll move them back 5.
False start against the offense.
Number 83, Trayvon Smith, a freshman wide receiver, into the game, I believe for the first time today. So trips to the top side. Single receiver near. Handoff straight up the middle. Avoids the first set of tacklers inside the 25-yard line. So gets that penalty yards back and a little bit more. Nice gain of about 9 on the play. Second down and about 7 yards to go. Rodriguez back in the game at tight end. Pistol formation. Turn, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the left. Now he's scrambling, finds an opening back to the right, to the 20, the 15, the 10, and out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Maybe 1st and goal. We'll have to see exactly where they mark it. And it looks like it will be 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Aggies.
The Aggies trying to put a 3rd touchdown on the board. They'll overload the left side. Running back in motion. Quarterback keeps it right up the middle. Finds a gap. He's at the 5, spins, and brought down at about the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal. Looks like from right at about the 2-yard line for the Aggies. Hill back in the game for the first time since he took that big hit when they tried to hit him out in the flat earlier. Good to see him back. He was a little shaken up over here on the sideline. Rodriguez lines up to the left of Stevens, and he'll lead the way. Stevens near the goal line. Ball may have come out. Looks like they're going to mark them short of the goal. They'll be inside the 1, maybe about a foot or so out. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from there for the Aggies. Ruffin returns to the game. Stevens in the pistol formation. There's a snap, handoff to Ruffin, straight up the middle, fights forward. I don't think he made it, still short. So it's going to be 4th down, and they are just inches away.
4th down and goal.
Pistol formation. Handoff. And it is a touchdown. Ruffin takes it across the goal line. Avion Ruffin puts the Aggies on the board for the 3rd time here in the 1st quarter. The Aggies line up for the extra point. Lance Coronado is the long snapper for the Aggies. Back there, caught. Kick is up. It is good. So with 20 seconds still to play here in the 1st quarter, Aggies in complete control, leading 21-0 over Texas College.
Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the Aggies.
That's $20, sir.
Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the Aggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
Senesio set to kick off again for the Aggies. Line drive boot, bounces inside the 10, will go all the way in the end zone, so it will be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Steers at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Steers. 20 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. So Steers will line up, trips to the top side of the formation. Single receiver near. Quarterback lets one go on the inside pass. Little behind him and making him pay is Jordan Hunter as he put a lick on him. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Aggie defensive line doing a great job bringing some pressure up the middle. Under pressure, he's going to be sacked. They sent the house that time. Defensive backs did a great job, but just too many men to block. Aggies sent 7 on that play, big loss. And that is the end of the first quarter. Panhandle State dominating Texas College 21-0. So after that first quarter of play, Aggies with 146 yards of offense on 22 plays compared to only 46 yards on 12 plays for Texas College. Aggies averaging 5.2 yards per carry as they've rushed for 68 yards on 13 attempts. 7 receptions for 78 yards and a little over 11 yards per reception. Or per pass play. Back to pass, 3rd and long. Plenty of time, lets one go out wide. It's caught. Up past the 25, brought down at the 28-yard line. That's going to make it 4th down and about 7 yards to go. As the ball will be spotted in between the 27 and 28-yard line. So back deep will be Fountain for the Aggies. Looks like he's going to line up the Aggie 40-yard line as the Steers will be kicking into the wind. And we've got a flag on the play. That looks like that's going to be delay of game. So Texas College will be kicking from 5 yards further back. The ball back at the 23. There's a snap. Barely gets it off. That one will bound near the 50-yard line into Aggie territory and be downed at about the 48-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it, 1st and 10 with 13:55 to play here in the first half. Pistol formation. Stevens takes the snap, handoff. Running back trying to get wide, but brought down pretty quickly right there at the midfield stripe. As that was Jones on the carry. So 2nd down and 9 for the Aggies. Man in motion, fakes a handoff, rolls out to the near side, lets one go. He had Partita open, but just overthrew him. Too strong on that one. That's going to make it 3rd down and 9 for the Aggies. Drew the defense off sides again. Tried to go to Partita again and overthrew him again, but they'll get a free 5 yards out of that one. As they've been able to draw them off now 3 times. Of course, one of those they didn't take because of the deep catch that set up their 2nd touchdown. That pass earlier that was caught by Rhea over 2 steer defenders. 3rd down, 4 to go. They'll empty out the backfield with trips to the near side, 2 up top. Stevens may try to run on this one. Man in motion, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right. Finds open over the middle and out of bounds at the 30-yard line as he found Zamaria Fountain for the 1st down. That's catch number 2 for Fountain. So 1st and 10 for the Aggies, right at the 30-yard line. Wide open at the 20, up to the 15-yard line, dives forward to about the 17. That was Jason Brown with just a fantastic catch and run. Ed Wilder will come into the game at running back. Partita into the game as Fountain will step out. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Aggies trying to add on to their big lead. Man in motion, fakes a handoff. Stevens keeps it inside the 10. Bounces outside at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Brandon Stevens with a beautiful run. And the Aggies are on the board again. Senencia lines up. Field goal is up and good. 11:41 still to play here in the first half. Panhandle State 28, Texas College 0.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
Senecio ready to kick off again for the Aggies. He's getting an early workout here, kicking extra points and kickoffs as the Aggies have scored on every possession so far. That one end over end, caught it about the 7, tries to bring it back up the middle, up to the 15, the 20 before he's brought down. Looked like the first man there was number 39, Keon Ivory, freshman defensive back from Fort Worth, Texas. Aggie defense has done a great job tonight. Back to pass, under pressure. He's going to be sacked back at the 10-yard line. Several Aggies there on that one. Like Dickerson and Holguin. And Charles all were back there on that one. So second down and a long ways to go. About 21. Handoff up the middle. Fights forward to about the 15-yard line. So gets a tiny bit of it back. To make it third down, 16 yards to go. Back to pass again, lets one go down the sideline. Got a receiver out there, but stepped out of bounds, made the catch. Referee threw his hat down to indicate he had stepped out. That's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to make it fourth down. Well, unless they're going to go for it from very deep in their own territory, it's going to be another 3 and out. Fountain back to receive the kick. This time he'll line up at about the Aggie 45, or maybe even up to midfield. Now he's going to go all the way up to the Steer 45-yard line. So obviously Aggies should get fantastic field position here. There's a snap, gets the kick off, and up in the wind and just dives, bounces Aggie way back to the 15-yard line. They're going to have it 1st and 10 just outside the 15. They'll mark it at the 16, so at 10-11, the Aggies are already in the red zone, threatening to score again. So bunch formation on the near side, single receiver up top. Wilder in the backfield with Stevens. Handoff to Wilder. No fake. Pass outside. Caught. 10-5. Touchdown Aggies. Ryan Acosta into the end zone. And that quick, the Aggies are back on the board again. Acosta with his second catch of the game. Finds pay dirt. Aggies will line up for another extra point. Coronado, the long snapper. Partita, the holder. Sinesio, the kicker. Snap. No good. Picked up. Partita trying to break outside. He'll try to run. He's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So the extra point is no good. Really, the Aggies' first mistake of the day. 10:04 left in the first half. It's Panhandle State 34, Texas College nothing.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.
Sinesio to kickoff for Panhandle State.
Sinesio will set the ball on the tee for yet another Aggie kickoff. Deep guys for the Steers are having to shield their eyes as the sun is right at that level where it's going to be hard to see. That one's probably going to reach the end zone anyway. Does through the air, so it'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Steers at their own 25-yard line.
It'll be first down Texas College at their own 25.
The Aggies now with 14 first downs, and they have held Texas College to just 1. They've also held them to minus 11 yards rushing, 62 total yards. Actually 51 total yards on 16 plays. Aggies 29 offensive plays for 208 yards, so they're averaging over 7 yards a play. Hand up the middle. Oh, hard hit in the hole. Up several Aggies there. So 2nd down, 9 yards to go. I think the first man there was Omarion Millsap, number 51. He's in there at middle linebacker right now. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Trips to the near side. Aggies bringing pressure. They throw it up high on the top side. Caught, bobbled, knocked away for a second, and makes a touchdown saving tackle there. But it will be in Aggie territory. That was Joshua Stullivan on the defense. He knocked it away momentarily. This is a beautiful pass. We do have a flag on the field back near the line of scrimmage. Still waiting to see what it is. But I'm guessing if they're bringing it back, it's not going to be on the Aggies, and it is holding on the Steers. So even when the Steers are able to do something right, a penalty brings them back. So instead of first down in Aggie territory, it's going to be 2nd and long. As the ball will be marked back all the way at the 15-yard line. So 2nd down and 20 as they are backed up in their own territory once again. Back to pass, throws it out in the flat to his running back, finds a gap up past the 15, the 20, hard hit, brought to the ground expeditiously. Jordan Hunter with the big tackle. So third down, as the ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line. So third down, 13 yards to go. But the Steers needed that. Didn't get a first down, but at least some positive yards. Back to pass again, throws that floater down the sideline and somehow caught. Sullivan with fantastic defense again. It is able to bring it in, as Coach Majeski had mentioned. Their skill position players he said they were high skill. They've made several pretty tough catches in traffic in those situations, had some penalties or stepping out of bounds bring them back. But that one's going to count. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Aggie 46-yard line with 8:16 to play here in the first half. Back to pass again. Throws one out in the flat, caught. Avoids the first defender and knocked out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Daniels and Dickerson there on the tackle. Second down, 3 yards to go. So trips on the top side of the formation, single receiver on the near side. Offensive line moved, so they'll move back 5. So instead of 2nd down and 3, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 as they'll move the ball back to the 44-yard line. Same formation. Back to pass again, looking out wide. Now he'll roll out there under pressure, lets one go over the middle, intercepted at the 25, up to the 40. Bounces off the first tackle, still on his feet near midfield. Cameron Dickerson with the interception and the return. Flag on the play. Looked like afterwards. We'll see who that's on. So the Aggies riled up on the sideline, congratulating Dickerson on the interception. Referees still discussing the call. They did mark the ball in Steer territory at the 49-yard line. We'll see what the call is now. Probably some kind of personal foul, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Texas College. So the Aggies are going to get a free 15. Now, they'll say unsportsmanlike contact on both teams. So ball will stay right there at the Steer 49. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Trips to the near side, single receiver up top, back to pass, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked back in Aggie territory at the 43-yard line. So a big loss on the play. Looks like about a 13-yard loss. So 2nd down, 23 yards to go. Play clock under 10. There's a snap. Handoff to Wilder. Busted outside. Past midfield. Finds a gap to the 40. And out of bounds near the first down marker. Looks like they'll mark him down at the 40-yard line, so it'll be about a yard short. So a 22-yard gain on the play puts the Aggies back in business. Rodriguez checks back into the game at tight end. He'll line up in the backfield, kind of that H-back position. You have a different quarterback in number 13, Dontrell Session. 6 foot, 180-pound junior from Lufkin, Texas. Handoff up the middle. Wilder finding gaps again, and now he'll be driven back. But forward progress up to the 33-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aggies. With the Aggies leading big, they'll get Session some reps. Rest of the guys, they'll keep their starting rotation, but always good to get your backup quarterback some reps with that starting team. He'll throw it out in the flat to Wilder. Caught outside of the 30, the 25, kind of stumbled over his own feet and falls forward up to the 22-yard line. That'll be another Aggie first down. Back out of the backfield. Quarterback lets one go to the end zone. Got a man out there, dive. Can't quite make the catch, as that was Partita out there. Jimmy Villa, a freshman wide receiver, 5'11", 185 pounds, from Muleshoe, Texas, into the game. On 2nd down and 10, as Partita will come out. Jones in the backfield with Session. Play clock under 10. Session takes a snap. Hand off to Jones right up the middle to the 15 and inside the 15. So a nice gain on the play makes it a very makeable 3rd down, as they're about a yard away, as they'll mark him down at the 14-yard line. 14-yard line with about a yard and a half to go for the first down. Ray steps out. Actually, Villa steps out. And Rodriguez takes his place. The H-back position. There's a snap. Hand off to Jones, straight up the middle, tries to cut it outside, still turning inside, and inside the 10-yard line. He'll have a 1st and goal situation for the Aggies. Looks like they'll mark him down inside the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Aggies. Under 4 to play here in the first half. Aggies already leading 34-0 and threatening to add on to that. Aggies with over 100 yards rushing. Jones out of the backfield. Session keeps it on the quarterback draw inside the 5, near the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! So Dontrell Session not only comes in and leads the Aggies on a touchdown drive in his first drive at quarterback, but scores the touchdown. We do have a flag on the play. Looks like it is on the Aggies. So they'll take that one off the board. Aggies will be moved back quite a bit. Missed what the call was. Didn't realize there was a flag on the field. Looks like they'll move it all the way back to the 18. It'll still be first down, but that is a big one.
First down and goal from the 18-yard line.
Most likely a hold, since it was a 10-yard mark off. So Sessions with Jones in the backfield. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Throwing it towards the end zone. That one knocked away, but no flag on the play. But look, Aggie receiver Brown looked like he was being mauled over there. Or actually Fountain. I know that is Brown. So second down goal from the 18-yard line. Back to pass again is Sessions. Now he'll escape out to his left. And he's going to be sacked back at the 26-yard line. Third down and goal from the 26-yard line. Sessions back to pass. Lets one go over the middle. He's got him in. Caught! Touchdown! Kobe Hill. Beautiful pass from Sessions. Caught him right over the middle. Nice pitch and catch. Hill takes it on in. And it's the Aggies are on the board, and they're perfect today. Every drive has ended in the end zone, kicking an extra point. So Coronado the holder, Partito the holder, and Silencio with the kick. It's good. 1:57 still to play in the half. Panhandle State dominating Texas College 41-0.
Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the Aggies.
That's $20, sir. Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the Aggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
Sinesio ready to kick off one more time here in the first half. End over end kick, caught at the 6-yard line. Stumbles a little bit up past the 10, trying to go wide and brought down at about the 15-yard line. And I believe that's going to be Millsap on the tackle. That was number 31, Aaron Acosta-Lewis, He's a freshman DB out of Caprock High School out nearby Amarillo, Texas. At least nearby for our part of the world. Oh, Texas College try to move the ball one more time here in this first half. Handoff up the middle, busts through, up past the 30-yard line, still on his feet, breaks another tackle, past midfield, and finally dragged down at the Aggie 45-yard line. And we've got a flag, though, back at the 30-yard line. And it's another holding call that's going to bring a big one back. Tyree Kimball made a great tackle on that. It might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Of course, we did have the flag here, all the way from Frederick, Maryland. The senior. So instead, the Steers will have the ball first and about 5 yards to go. Ball at the 21. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to be wrangled down for a loss of about 3 yards on the play. We'll see exactly where they spot it. So ball marked between the 19 and 20, second down. 6.5 yards to go. Back to pass. Lets one go over the middle on a crossing pattern. Slant. Caught up near the 25. That'll be about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be third down. 45 seconds left here to play in the first half. I think Texas College will be happy to run as much clock as possible here. There's only about 5 seconds differential between the play clock and the game clock. No, they'll snap it. There's a handoff, though, at the middle. Oh, he's dropped in the backfield. And it is Millsap again, busting through there. 15 seconds left on the clock. Doesn't look like either team's going to try to stop that clock. So it looks like we'll head to the half with the Panhandle State Aggies leading the Texas College Steers 41-0. We'll be back with the second half. We'll also have some halftime festivities for you as well. Coming up.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
To present these representatives with a signed football. From our team to yours, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to welcome our new Panhandle State University Hall of Fame inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing first, Ryan Forsyth. Greg Pinkerton. Jerry Havens. And Tracy Flanagan. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your 2022 Aggie Hall of Fame inductees.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.
And ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Crimson and Blue Rhythm Crew!
here we go, getting ready for the start of the second half. Some of the stats from the first half. First downs, Aggies way out in front, 18-2 lead in first downs. Aggies with 100 yards rushing, averaging 4.8 yards per carry. They held the Steers to minus 10 yards rushing, average minus 1.1 yards per carry. Aggies with 167 yards passing to 145 for the Steers. Aggies averaged 13.9 yards per pass play, while Texas College averaged 16.1. Aggies averaging 6.85 yards per play, ran 39 plays for 267 yards, 12 of 18 passing. Texas College was 9 of 16 passing with 1 interception. They've ran 25 plays for 135 yards for a 5.4 yard average. Most of that has come on a couple of really big pass plays. Of course, 1 interception, 19-yard return for the Aggies. Aggies only 2 penalties for 15 yards compared to 7 for 68 yards for the Steers. Steers have punted twice, only a 12-yard average. Aggies have not punted yet. They have scored every time they've had the ball. 19 minutes and 26 seconds time of possession. Individually, the Aggies have really spread it around quite a bit. Stevens, 10 of 14 passing for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sessions came in late, 2 of 4 for 43 yards and a touchdown. Senesio setting the ball, ready to kick off one more time. Top receivers, Ray with 2 catches for 44 yards. Acosta with 2 for 31 yards and a touchdown. Hill also with a touchdown on a 27-yarder. Brown with a touchdown. He's got 2 catches for 22 yards. And also Gafford out of the backfield got a short pass for a touchdown as well. Stevens with a running touchdown, long kick there. Ball caught at the 8-yard line, up to the 20. Tried to break it outside. He catches the edge up past the 35, out near the 38-yard line. That's where Texas College will have it, 1st and 10. Stevens was the leading rusher. He had 8 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown, averaged 7.3 yards per carry. Jones had 4 carries for 23 yards and averaged 5.8. Gafford had 3 for 16 yards and averaged 5.3. Ruffin had 1 carry and scored a touchdown on it from 5 yards out. So here we go, second half ready to start. Aggies up big, 41-0. Back to pass, escapes out. Now he's going to be sacked. Brought down right at the 35-yard line. Bringing him down to the ground will be Alex Holquin. And we've got a flag way down the field. Personal foul penalties. These may be offsetting. We'll see what they say. There's a couple of them on the field. DB and wide receiver out there not getting along. Referees still discussing. Let's see what they say. Umpire looking to break away to make the call. Personal foul called on Texas College. And that looks like that's all they're calling, so no offsetting penalties. So the Steers heading backwards again, and they've added to their penalty total again. Because they're, with that 15-yarder, they're getting close to the 100-yard mark as far as penalties.
First down and Texoma.
Back to pass, rolls out to his right. He's got time. Lets one go back up top, caught, and down the sideline up near the 30-yard line. So gets some of that lost yardage from the penalty back. So it will be third down from the 30-yard line, and they've got to make it all the way out to the 48. So 18 yards to go. Doesn't look like the Aggies are going to bring pressure. They'll rush just 3. Pass out wide and too far behind his receiver. He would have been well short of the first down. Aggie defenders had 3 of them around him, and he was still more than 10 yards shy of the first down marker. So Aggie punt return team will step on the field. Back deep will be Trevon Smith. His punt may be a little better. Got at the wind at his back. That one sails, caught at the 38. Wide open space, though. Cuts inside the defender there, back into Steer territory, and they'll mark him down right at the 45-yard line of the Steers. First and 10 for the Aggies with 13:26 to play here in the third quarter. Sessions back in at quarterback. He was in for one series in that first half and led the Aggies to their final score of the half. Handoff straight up the middle, finds a gap up inside the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for an Aggie first down. Took off. Great speed there. That was Avion Ruffin. No hesitation on that carry. One cut and he was gone up the middle. Pistol formation. And Aggies took too long on that one, so that's going to be a delay of game, so that'll send them back 5. So it'll be first down and 15 from the 40-yard line. First down and 15. And a right tackle moved on that one. Defense moved first, but it was on the opposite side of the line, so only a guy directly across can make that happen. Parker Mathis just made one little misstep there, so. Jimmy Villa, number 18, into the game. Ruffin to the right of Sessions. He'll hand it off on the read option. He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration from the Steer defense.
No gain on the play. Second down.
We want to let everyone know we will be talking after the game with head coach Bob Majeski out on the field. Get his thoughts on the Aggies play today. There's a snap. Sessions back to pass. Lets one go. Got a man in the gap. Oh, hard hit. Held on to the pass, though. Tough catch there. Made by Smith. You can see why that freshman's gotten some playing time with that catch. That'll make it third down. They got about half of that back. About 7 yards to go. Sessions back to pass. Quick one outside. Oh, that one thrown lower. That might have been a pick six. Didn't see the DB out there, so it'll be fourth down. And Aggies are kind of in no man's land there at the 32-yard line. You're too far out for a field goal, but too close to punt. So even up 41-0, they're going to go for it here. Back to pass. Got a man open, wide open. 15, and finally brought down. That's Villa on the catch, and he was wide open. Found a gap in the defense. And an easy first down. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies. Hand off inside, tried to bounce it outside, finds a little bit of a gap, still fighting forward inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Quincy Jones on the carry.
Jones on the carry. Gain of 7 brings up second down.
Gain of 7 will bring it 2nd down and 3 to go. Sessions back to pass, rolls out to his left, avoids the first defender, and a second one flagged down. I think that may be a face mask.
Sessions with the keeper. Loss on the play, flag on the play.
So another tough break for the Steers is make a great play, but get the face mask. Really wasn't. It wasn't an egregious one, but they don't have the 5-yard variety anymore. It's all personal foul on the face mask penalty. So that's going to make the Aggies half the distance penalty. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Aggies. Ball just inside the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal Aggies from the 5-yard line.
Man in motion. Hand off to the running back Jones. And he's going to be stopped short. Looked like maybe a yard and a half gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd down and goal.
They'll bring in the bigger tight end, Rodriguez, who's been lining up in the backfield as kind of a fullback at H-back role. He's 6'4", 220, so got some good size on him to help block. Play clock down to 3. They'll have to hurry. Got it off just in time. Handed off to Jones, straight up the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. Quincy Jones straight up the gut, puts it in the end zone for Pater. And the Aggies, another offensive possession, another touchdown. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. The extra point is good, and with 8:32 left to play here in the third quarter, Panhandle State now leads Texas College 48-0.
Your score, Panhandle State 48, Texas College 0. And let's make some noise for your Aggies! So these are the kickoff for Panhandle State.
So Sinesio ready to kick off again for the Aggies. And there's a long line drive boot, caught at about the 6-yard line. Up to the 15, the 20, hit there and dropped.
Kickoff return to the 20-yard line. First down, Texas College.
On the tackle, Keon Ivory. I think that's at least his second special teams tackle today, maybe more. Man in motion across the formation. Back to pass. Fakes a short pass. Goes the other way. Oh! Knocked away quickly. As Joshua Sullivan was there. Also there, Jaquavian Daniels was not far from turning that into a pick six, as well as he had cut in front of that one and was a little ahead of the pass, actually. Second down, 10 yards to go for the Steers as the sun sets here in no man's land. Back to pass, rolls out to his right. Lets one go, caught at the 35 and brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 Aggies there to make the tackle. 1st and 10 for Texas College. Back to pass again, lets one go down the sideline, fade pattern, and that's going to be a grab. And Sullivan knew it there that he had grabbed a hold of him. That's going to be a free 15 yards. I think Sullivan knew he was beaten, just didn't want to give up the big play. That could have been close to that, too.
Pass interference defense. First down, Texas College.
So Texas College will have it 1st and 10 at the Aggie 46-yard line. Aggies with over 300 yards of offense now today. Quarterback under pressure, rolls out to his left, lets one go by the sideline. They're checking to see if he was inbounds. They'll say he was. Catch And I think they're going to get a free 15 as DeQuan Charles, I believe, is going to be called for roughing the passer. It was a pretty close play. He hit him a little bit after he let go of the ball, but boy, today's world of sensitive football, you hit a quarterback after he lets the ball go at all, it doesn't have to be much more than a millisecond after he lets it go. They're going to call it. So they'll mark off 15 yards, which will put the Steers inside the Aggie 20-yard line at the 18-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 there. 7.5 left to play here in the third quarter. Aggies leading 48-0. Fade pattern to the corner and caught. An amazing catch. Had the pass interference as well, as Sullivan was going to be called for that as well. And of course, they'll decline that. Great catch there to get the Steers on the board. And, yeah, pass interference is declined. They'll take the touchdown. Like I said, we don't have any names. That's number 11 there. Incredible catch. He's had several. Looks like he's kind of limping around out there, and he'll stay in. They'll line up going for 2. And we've got a timeout on the field. 7:12 to play. Panhandle State 48, Texas College 6.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
So both teams back out on the field. Man in motion across the formation. There's a snap, rolls out to his right. Now back to his left, under pressure, lets one go to the corner. Incomplete, 2-point conversion, no good. So the Aggie lead stays at 48-6, but Texas College does get one on the board.
With 7:12 to go in the third quarter, the score, your Panhandle State Aggies 48, Texas College 6.
So back deep to receive the kick for the Aggies. Number 83, Trayvon Smith, and number 86, Jamal Sane. Here's the boot, going to be caught at about the 23, up past the 35, the 40, spins, falls forward to about the 45. 44-yard line is where they'll call him down, so a nice return there. Give the ball to the Aggies. That was Sane on that return. Aggie offense back out on the field. Session at quarterback. And we've got a flag pre-snap. That's going to be on the Aggies. False start.
False start offense.
That'll move them back 5, 1st and 15.
First down, 15 for Panhandle State.
There's a snap. Handoff on the read option. Running back bounces, though, outside. Won't get much. Got a little too greedy. Probably should have kept running inside. That was Ed Wilder on the carry. Looked like he tried to bounce it outside and tried to find the big play. So it's going to be 2nd down 14 for the Aggies. Weather-wise, it has turned into a wonderful evening here in Goodwell. Session back to pass, gets it out in the flat to Wilder down the sideline. Good collision to about the 47-yard line. He and the DB going at a little bit afterwards. They'll mark him down at the 48. That'll make it 3rd down. About 6 yards to go. Hill in motion across the formation. Back to pass. Session out to his right, finds some room. Flag on the play, though. Out of bounds. It steered territory at the 45. Be enough for 1st down. But this one's probably coming back for a holding call. And it is.
Holding against the defense.
So instead of a 1st down in steer territory, it'll stay 3rd down.
3rd down for the Aggies.
16 yards to go. 2 splits to each side. Session looks to the sideline. He's got Ruffin in the backfield with him. Ruffin with a touchdown run earlier, short one. Ruffin out of the backfield. Session lets it go out to him. Off his hands, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down. And the Aggies are going to do something they haven't done all day, which is punt. Now their punter is well warmed up because it's Javier Sinesio who handles all their kicking duties on extra points and kickoffs as well. So the punt coverage team, their first trip out on the field with 4:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Gets it off. High end over end kick. That one will go out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Referee will mark it dead right there. So with 4:51 left to play, Texas College scores, then holds the Aggies to their first punt. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30. Once again, just a reminder, we'll be talking to Aggie head coach Bob Majeski out on the field after the game. Back to pass again under pressure, lets one go over the middle. Out of a seam route, but left it short because of the pressure put on the ground there Our number 92, Armin Coleman. 6'4", 325-pound defensive tackle, a freshman out of Mesquite, Texas. Poteet High School. Looks like the Aggies may be bringing pressure here. Ball bobbled under pressure. He's going to be sacked. That's going to be Dickerson, Cameron Dickerson, out of Denver, Colorado with that sack. Aggies with 3 sacks today. Actually, that would have been their 4th. That one caught short, right at the 25. So a short gain of about 3 yards on the play. It's going to make it 4th down at about 15 yards to go. So the Steers will be forced to punt. Trayvon Smith will be back to receive the punt for the Aggies. They don't think this is going to be a very long punt as they've got him at the 45-yard line. It's only 30 yards from the line of scrimmage, so he's got a little wind at his back. It could. Gets it off, and he's right at the right spot because it landed at the 40. Tries to go to the top side, and we got a flag on the play into Steer territory at the 45, the 40 before he's finally brought down. 2 flags on the play. So multiple flags. And Majeski's not going to be happy about that. There's actually 3 on the field, it looks like, in different spots. Referees sorting out all the calls. We'll see the call holding on the Aggies. That one is declined. A personal foul on the Aggies is accepted. The Aggies have had a couple of those late here in the game, and coaches are never going to be happy with that. So they'll start marking that off. They will mark that off to the 36-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it, 1st and 10, with 3:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. Back out of the backfield in motion. Sessions going to keep it on the run. Draw, quarterback draw up past the 40-yard line. That's going to be a horse collar. Brought down at the 41, but they're going to get a free 15 and a 1st down out of this. Yep. Well, they'll say face mask, actually. Personal foul face mask. It looked like it had to have been a horse collar, but apparently it was a face mask.
It's good for an Aggie first down.
There's a snap. Session back to pass. Under pressure. And another flag on the play. Avoids it. Lets it go. Caught. Up to the 30, the 25. Finally brought down at about the 22-yard line. But I imagine that one's coming back for a hold again, and it looks like it is. And it will be a holding call. Looking ahead, Panhandle State Athletics First rodeo team is at Colby Community College today. On September 19th, the men's and women's soccer team will be at University of Southwest over in New Mexico. Session on the draw play again, past the 50, the 45, the 40, and finally brought down at about the 35-yard line. He'll be about 1.5 yards shy, maybe a full 2 yards shy of the first down.
Run of 18 brings up 2nd down and 2.
So 2nd down and 2. There's a snap, throws one out in the flat, just too far out in front of his receiver.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
He tried to get it out there to Jamal Sane, but Sane just couldn't get to it. It was too far out there. So under 2 minutes left in this quarter. Aggies will head out of state next week because they'll head to Arkansas Bentonville, take on Lyon College. Session under pressure. He'll take off on a run. He's going to be dropped for about 1 yard loss on the play back to the 38. So it's going to be 4th down. Once again, they're kind of in that area where it's kind of hard to too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal, so they'll have to go for it again. 4th down, 4 yards to go. And a short 4 if that helps. Handoff, trying to find a gap, and he's going to be stopped well short, maybe 1 yard gain on the play by Jones. Ball will be turned back over to the Steers. They'll have it 1st and 10 with 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter at their own 37-yard line. Didn't mention the Aggies will be on the road. Their next home game will be October 1st. That'll be homecoming as they take on Louisiana Christian University here at Anchor D Stadium, Carl Wooten Field here in Goodwell. Hit the receiver on the quick slant, but popped out of his hands, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Pass outside caught, past the 50 to the 45, brought down in Aggie territory at about the 44-yard line by Kavia Reese, sophomore DB out of Gladewater, Texas. Back to pass again, same pattern, opposite side, off the hands of number 11. He had lots of room to run, but instead it'll be 2nd and 10. Four seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Low snap, able to bring it in. Rolls out to his left. Throws short, 40, 35. Pushed out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. And that is the end of the third quarter. Panhandle State leading Texas College 48-6.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.
Both teams back out on the field as we start this fourth quarter. Aggies with 370 yards of offense through three quarters. Held Texas College under 2. There's one to the far sideline. No good, but they're going to call pass interference. Jacavian King Fobbs, number 20, a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore out of Wichita Falls. I think he's going to get the call there. Aggies played pretty clean most of the game, but here as the game has gotten away from them late, they played a little bit sloppy. Quite a few more penalties. Miscues as well. So 1st and 10 for Texas College. Inside the 20-yard line. Quick pass out in the flat to the running back. Hit hard. Made the catch, but not much of a gain on the play. Number 26, Jaden Combs on the tackle out of Amarillo, Texas. 5'11", sophomore. He's a transfer from Hardin-Simmons University. I mentioned homecoming week on October 1st. I know they'll have a volleyball game. I believe it starts at noon, a parade at 2. That one knocked away nicely by Reese. He's going to make it 3rd down and about 8 to go. They have a volleyball game. Then they're going to have the parade at about 2 o'clock. And the kickoff is scheduled for about 4 o'clock here at Anchor D Stadium. Back to pass again. Throws it out in the flat to the running back. And knocked down before he gets to the 10. So it'll be 4th down and just shy of about 5 yards to go. Obviously, Texas College will go for it here. Back to pass again, under pressure, lets one go over the middle. And the defensive pressure made that one fall incomplete. Aggies will take over 1st and 10. As the two guys who got to the quarterback there, number 92, Armin Coleman, and also number 95, Avery McGregor. McGregor out of San Jacinto Christian Academy in Amarillo. Coleman out of Mesquite, Texas. We mentioned him in the backfield earlier. So the Aggie offense back out on the field. New quarterback into the game, number 14, Lauren Sneed. He is a 6'2", 170-pound freshman from Sayre, Oklahoma. Turn, hand off to the running back, tries to bounce it outside. Able to get up past the 15-yard line.
Wilder on the carry. Gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was Ed Wilder. Trips to the near side. Back in receiver in motion. They'll throw it to him. Oh, he's drilled. Ball came loose about the 10-yard line. He picks it up and tackled it about the 11.
Wilder on the catch. And the recovery.
And a late flag.
Flag on the play.
That was Ed Wilder again, and the penalty may be on him. I'm not sure. Defensive back kind of held onto his foot too long, and he kicked at him. He had unsportsmanlike conduct. They will call that on him, so they'll move the Aggies back half the distance to the goal. Those are the kind of things that are going to frustrate Coach Majeski in a big win today. He doesn't need those kind of things going on, especially up this big. So third down and about 18 yards to go. There's a snap, handoff to the running back. There's a big gap up to the 10, the 15, the 20, and out to about the 22-yard line. That's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of a first down. And punt team will take the field.
Fourth down and 1.
So Session finished his stretch at quarterback, 7 of 11 passing for 97 yards and a touchdown. Aggies with 11 receivers with catches today. That punt will go out of bounds. Mark it dead at about the 40-yard line, exactly right on the 40-yard line. So Texas College will take over at their own 40-yard line with 11:33 to play. Aggies leading 48-6. Aggie defense back out on the field. There's a snap, back to pass. Throws one right over the middle, had a crossing pattern, and brought down there by Millsap.
Second down.
Millsap, that's his 5th solo tackle on the game. That leads all Aggies. He's tied with Holguin. Of course, Holguin with a couple of sacks as well and tackles for loss. Nice to see your linebackers leading your team Team in tackles. There's a seam route off the fingertips of his receiver. Looked like he had beaten Daniels, had a couple of steps on him, but that's just a little too long. That'll make it 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Back to pass again. Under pressure, lets one go. Incomplete as he is dropped to the turf by Millsap and is slow to get up. That's going to make it 4th down. Looks like Texas College will go for it. Down by 42, 4th quarter. Back to pass, rolls out to his left under pressure, lets one go over the middle, no good, incomplete, almost intercepted. Is stepping on in front of that pass is number 36, Pretty Parker. Freshman defensive back from Godley, Texas. Ball turned back over to the Aggies at the Steer 46-yard line with 10:42 left to play. Where's the Aggies at this point? A lot of their backup players getting an opportunity. Get some time on the field in this one. Mentioned Aggies' 3rd quarterback out on the field, Sneed. I saw his first action on the last drive. A little bit better position now. Handoff up the middle. Quickly dropped right at the line of scrimmage. As Jones was dropped quickly. Pistol formation again. The power back in that backfield. Makes a handoff, throws it out, caught up to the 35, falls forward to the 32. That's Trayvon Smith with the catch. Sneed takes the snap, hand off to Jones, tries to break it outside to the right, avoids the first defender inside the 30. And a nice carry up to about the 27-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down.
The H-back, number 40, William Sermons out of White Deer, Texas, comes out of the game. Jimmy Villa back in for him. Handoff to Jones. Busts right up through the middle, breaks through the first set of tackles all the way up to the 21-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Aggies. So the Aggies doing what they want is they're keeping the clock moving. They keep the chains moving. Running clock and still moving the ball forward. Sneed back to pass. Throws one to the end zone. That one high. I think he was expecting a deep route, but it was a route that was cut off there by Smith. Sneed takes the snap, handoff. No, throws out wide. Oh, almost intercepted. That one read by the DB, and he beat the Aggies to it and almost had the pick.
That'll bring up third down.
Snead back to pass again, now tries to take off on the run, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2.5 yards.
Snead on the keeper.
And Aggies will kick a field goal here. So Sinesio will have an opportunity to add to his scoring total. He's made every extra point he's attempted today. There was one missed one, but that ball was bobbled and didn't get a chance to kick it. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it is good. Sinesio sends it right down the middle. So with 7:51 left to play, Panhandle State now leads Texas College 51-6.
The score, your Panhandle State Aggies 51, Texas College.
Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the Aggies.
That's $20, sir.
Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the Aggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
And Aggie fans, let's get loud!
Sinesio set to kick off again. There's the approach. Toe meets leather, and that one's going to bound into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas College steers ball at the 25-yard line.
It'll be first down Texas College from their own 25-yard line.
Back to pass, looks out in the flat. Oh, short, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Alex Holguin on the coverage.
Covered by Alex Holguin. Second down.
So second down and 10. Oh, big one tonight for the Aggies. Nice to get one in the win column after a rough 0-3 start. Back to pass again. Goes to the near side, caught. Dives back inside to the 35 where he'll slide down. They'll mark him down at the 34 as he slid down feet first.
Tackle made by number 49, Dorian Woods.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a third down. Make some noise!
Aggies look like they're bringing pressure. Fake the handoff. Quarterback is going to be dropped immediately. First man there was Dickerson, but there was about 6 Aggies there on the tackle, the sack. That'll be number 2. Sack number 2 for Dickerson. Trayvon Smith will be back to receive the punt for the Aggies, as it will be 4th and about 5 yards to go now. That kick goes, and probably his deepest kick. Ball at the 30, picked up by Smith, up to the 40, and out of bounds at about the 47, 48-yard line. So a nice return by Smith. 6:03 to play. Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Personal foul. They're going to get some extra yardage here, as that's going to be a block below the knees. Chop block. As that's of the personal foul variety, they'll mark that off. So that means the Aggies will have the ball. They'll start at the Steer 38-yard line. And the Steers are piling up some penalty yardage. Handoff up the middle to Jones, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll be close to the 1st down. They'll give him 9 on that one. They'll mark the ball right at the 30, so 2nd down and about 2 to go. Yeah, both teams over 100 yards in penalty yards. It wasn't so at the half. Aggies had 2 for about 15. Sneed on the quarterback keeper is going to be dropped for a loss back at the 31. The back, number 42, Omorian Barnes in the backfield with Sneed. He'll get the handoff, breaks it up the middle, breaks his first tackle, brought down by the 2nd man to the 25. That'll be enough for an Aggie 1st down. Barnes just 5'9", but weighs 170, out of Dallas, Texas, Berkner High School. Quarterback keeps it this time. Sneed outside to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Finally brought down. There is a flag on the play near the 5-yard line, so one of the receivers down the field may have gotten caught for holding. No. On the defense, Aggies will decline. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Penalty against Texas College is declined. Result of the play is an Aggie 1st down.
There's a snap, handoff, breaks through the first tackle, spin, brought down at about the 2-yard line. Nice tough carry inside by Barnes. He looks like he's a favorite of his teammates on the sideline. Looks like they all want him to get the ball again. Deep sideline has come alive, tries to bust out, but 2 Steer defenders there. Will bring him down for a loss back at the 4. 3.5 minutes left to play. Barnes to the right of Snead. He'll go in motion out of the backfield, throws it out to Barnes, and that one dropped, incomplete. That's going to make it 4th down with 3 minutes on the clock. Hand off to Barnes, finds a gap at the goal line. It's going to be close. Oh, they'll say he's short. So ball turned over on downs back to the Steers. Looks like they'll mark it at all at about the 2-yard line with 2:54 to play.
Result of the play is a turnover on down. First down, Texas College.
Well, the guys on the sideline coming up to Barnes on the sideline. You could tell they really wanted him to get that touchdown. First and 10 for the Steers from their own end zone. Ball's loose, and it's going to be a sack or ball loose. Is it a touchdown or a safety? That's the only question. And it is a safety. The Aggie defense puts a couple more points on the board. That'll make it 53-6. Aggies out there celebrating. So after a safety, Aggies will receive the ball. It will be Texas College with a free kick. We've got a timeout on the field, 2:45 to play. Panhandle State 53, Texas College 6.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
Texas College will kick it away from their own 20-yard
Traven Smith will be back. So the free kick will take place at the 20-yard line. They can either kick this off or punt it. Looks like they'll kick it off the tee. Aggies decide to put their hands team out. So they've got 5 up there, pretty close at that 10-yard marker, and about 5 about another 10 yards back. They will kick it deep. Smith grabs it at about the 40, bobbles it, picks it up. 45, trying to get outside, up to the midfield stripe. He'll almost make it to the 50, just shy. And looks like they'll mark it right at the 50, so Aggies will have it there, 1st and 10 with 2:38 to play. So the Aggies going to get their first win of the year, also get their first Sooner Athletic Conference win of the season, as they'll move to 1-3 overall, 1-2 in conference play. You remember, stick around. We will talk to Coach Majeski on the field after the game. There's the handoff, short gain across the midfield stripe to the 48-yard line. That's Barnes on the carry again. And I think the Aggies, for the most part, are just going to be content. Hand this off to Barnes, let the clock run. They're running plays pretty quick, though, as it's still 20 seconds on the play clock. They'll bring a man in motion. Hand off to Barnes again, up to the 45, and down at the 42. Inside the 42 to the 41. So it'll be 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Barnes will line up in the pistol behind Sneed this time. They'll let the play clock now run down under 10. Under a minute and a half left to play. Hand off to Barnes, cuts it. Inside the 40, he'll have the first down all the way up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Aggies. And that may be it. They may just take a knee after this. Get in victory formation. We'll see. May give Barnes another carry here. The play clock, they're ready to go. Play clock's over 20 seconds, so they're just going to let some time run off. As we mentioned, next week they go to Bentonville, Arkansas to take on Lyon College, but the week after that, October 1st, folks, if you haven't ever been to a game out here at Panhandle State, it's a lot of fun. Come out for homecoming week. See them take on Louisiana Christian. Barnes, ball loose, falls on his own fumble, though, at the 34-yard line. That looks like that's probably going to be it. 24 seconds left on the clock. That's referees discussing something. Not sure what's going on. And that is going to be the final play of the game. So the Panhandle State Aggies defeat the Texas College Steers 53-6. I'll talk to Aggie head coach Bob Majeski here out at midfield here in just a little bit.
And ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Panhandle State Aggies. And if you would please help us celebrate victory tonight by joining us in the playing of the alma mater. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, your victorious Panhandle State Aggies! Once again, we'd like to thank you for attending tonight's game at Anchor D Stadium here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. We hope you have a safe drive home wherever you call home. You can find out all about upcoming game schedules and results on our website, OPSUAggies.com. We'd like to thank Aggie Baseball for helping with the setup and takedown of the tailgate zone this afternoon. And special thanks to the Goodwell Emergency Crew, Goodwell Police, and Campus Security for providing security and the safety of our players.
As we wait for Coach Majeski, we'll look at some of the stats from the game. First downs, Panhandle State with 25-8 for Texas College.
And a safe drive home.
Aggies rushed the ball for 213 yards compared to -14 for the Steers.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament?
The passing game, the Aggies with 233 yards. The Aggies going to celebrate here on the logo in the middle of the field. They get their first win of the season.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready.
Aggie passing game was 19 of 30 for 233 yards, averaged 12 yards per pass play, 446 yards of offense. Held Texas College to 213 yards of offense on 50 offensive plays. And here we are with victorious head coach Bob Majeski. Of course, Coach, it's always nice to get that first one in the win column, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, after starting 0-3, the first one is the hardest because sometimes the thing that happens, you try so hard, then a mistake will be made, and you try harder and harder and harder, and then next thing you know, you've destroyed yourself. And so this time we try to keep just, win each possession, have fun. I don't like the penalties at the end. I'm not real happy about that. I'm proud of the kids. I'm happy for the kids. I'm proud of the assistant coaches and happy for them, but we've got a lot of work to do, and we can continue to work. I told them to enjoy themselves, no phone calls until tomorrow at weights, and then we get back to this game's over.
Well, Coach, talking before the game, you talked about wanting to play clean, and really when the game was if there was any doubt in it early on, you guys really did play. I think at half, maybe 2 penalties for 15 yards. You talked about that, no turnovers. You caused some turnovers, so you had to be real happy with that.
Yeah, I just love it when our kids just play. When they just do what they're asked to do, line up correctly, do their jobs, do their responsibilities. We're pretty decent, and we do a good job. And our kids work hard, and when we're playing like that, they're loose, they're relaxed, and when we get rolling offensively and defensively, like I said earlier, though, once we make a mistake here, make a mistake there, then it starts compounding because we're trying too hard. But in the beginning, we were flawless, and it was really good to see. It was fun to see, and it was fun to watch.
Well, yeah, in particular, just saw some outstanding plays. The catch down here on the second touchdown drive goes over the top of 2 defenders. Even injured himself coming down, looked like took a hard hit, but you had some great effort plays in the running game as well early on.
Our offensive line did a nice job. Our quarterback did a nice job with his reads. The running backs were running hard and protecting the ball. And quite frankly, on the one pass, I didn't see it because I was over talking to the defense, so I wish I would. I heard it was really great. Tino's a great kid out of Louisiana. We're lucky to have him here, and we're happy to have him here. I just hope we can take this and move forward and continue to grow as a program and a team.
Defensively, your front 7 really put a lot of pressure on them tonight. And some of that, I think, was some of your play calling, because there were some plays where it looked like it was a jailbreak type blitz, and you guys really got after the quarterback.
I wish I could take credit for it. I do call it defense, but I wish I could take credit for the good plays and good calls. But all it is the kids playing hard and doing what they're supposed to do. And when we do that, like I said, we're pretty good.
Well, Coach, I know you guys will go celebrate this. Of course, you'll be heading to Arkansas for your next contest, Lyon College. Any thoughts on that?
You know what? I've watched them a little bit, but I was so concerned and worried about this one. I didn't watch them a whole lot. Obviously, tomorrow morning we'll turn our attention to Lyons College. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a dogfight, and it always is when we're down there. I'm just looking forward to doing it and playing it and getting a dub.
Well, once again, Aggies win big here tonight, pick up their first win of the season, not only of the season, but also in the conference as well. That's always important as well. They go hit the road next week, but October 1st, homecoming. Let's get a big crowd out here. Let these guys hear it and enjoy. Go to the volleyball game, I think, at noon. Parade at 2. Come out, watch the Aggies get another victory at 4 o'clock.
It's a full day.
That's a full day.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time, Coach. That's it from No Man's Land here in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Good night.
Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the Aggies.
That's $20, sir.
Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the Aggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net.
Hey, have you guys heard about PTCI's Esports tournament? Winning teams can get $500.
Yeah, I also heard there's a chance to win a GTX 3090 graphics card.
And it's sponsored by HyperX, which means we could win some sweet headsets.
All right, guys, we already know that we're the best. Let's get ready to prove it.